Bloody hell, but you look at the time, love. Shouldn't you be getting off to work for your, I don't know, big meeting or whatever?
What big meeting is that?
Well, I don't know. You're the high-powered executive. I just assume every meeting that you have is a big one.
Okay, well, you've kind of got a point, but I don't have one of those this morning, and a little bit more coffee wouldn't hurt.
No, nonsense. This what these little travel mugs that you give away at your gas stations are for, isn't it? Nice to joy on the way.
If I didn't know better, I'd swear you're trying to get rid of me.
Nonsense. It's just a lot easier for me to do all the dishes and the ironing and the laundry, you know, without you getting under my toes.
Yeah, I can't believe I am going to say this. You might be taking your house husband duties a little too seriously.
Oh, bollocks. It's just those gas station hot dogs aren't going to promote themselves, are they? Come on.
Okay, I'm leaving, but remember, I got to stop at the grocery store on the way home.
Oh, do whatever you got to do, love. Love you. That was close. Okay.
I hope you're ready with a big smile and a few anecdotes queued up on repeat because it's Press Junket Day.
Happy days. I love Press Junket Day. All the attention over me, everyone laughing at my jokes, all for the good of the charity, of course. So where do we start?
Well, we've got a series of back-to-back interviews at the local pub, the classic Riversville Media Gauntlet, followed by a big end-of-day promotional appearance at the grocery store.
Wow, the grocery store. This is really great work, mate.
I know. Now listen, James, you just bring that British charm and the post-Rotary bookings are gonna be rolling in.
Listen, mate, I told you, Danny, there's no post-Rotary bookings. This is very much a one-time thing.
Yeah, sure it is. But now listen, James, listen. The car's gonna be here any minute. Let's go watch for it.
You have a car service in this town?
For a big star like you? Of course. On your way.
Happy days. Danny?
You're right, sir.
Not quite what I was expecting, but here we go.
Okay, everybody, so today is the last day for people to drop off their donations for the Rotary fundraiser auction. Now, here's how it's going to work. There will be 3 piles. The first pile is for all the best stuff, like getaways, jewelry, quality art. And by that I mean nothing painted locally. Okay, these will be for the live auction. Now, this pile is for the silent auction. These items will be your everyday decent things, you know, oil changes, toasters, anything from a multi-level marketing company. You want to buy some candles? Do you mind doing that in your own time, please?
And what's in the third pile?
Good question. This is what we're going to call our extra special pile for those items that don't quite belong in the auction, like local art, car dealership golf shirts, and Danny's homemade wine, for example.
And where do they belong?
Oh, they can stay on the table right here for now, and then after, when no one's looking, back in the dumpster. Okay, so take your positions, and if you have any questions about where anything goes, just come ask me.
That's hilarious, James. Now, you've got the big fundraiser coming up. Tell us what you're most excited about coming up for that.
Well, for me, it's more just about having a chance to give back to this community that I'm now so proud to call home. I mean, back in London, I always wanted to help out and do my part, but I was just too busy and successful to care, really. So I would just give tickets to charities to make them go away because I couldn't be bothered to...
James! No need to focus on the past. Besides, it's about time to wrap this up. The next interview's gonna be starting soon.
Okay, well, this has been really, really great, and it seems the Riversville Bugle is in very safe hands with you. So, not to rush you, but it seems we've got Flashback FM coming in soon. So, if you could.
That would be me as well. Robbie the Robe from Flashback FM. A Bryan Adams song every half an hour on the half an hour.
Oh, great. Okay, well, that means I guess we've got a bit more time together before Podcast Pete at 12 noon.
Actually, it is Podcast Pierre. The host of the podcast is French for New Brunswick reasons.
Okay, so is there anyone on that list that isn't you?
No.
So you've got like 7 jobs.
So, well, 8 actually, if you count my government job. I mean, that's where I make most of my money.
Oh, good. Well, what'd you do for the government?
Government stuff.
Okay, well, if it's okay with you, I might just pop to the loo before we settle in for another round of whatever this is.
Hey there, Mr. Bean. How are the interviews? How are the interviews going?
Oh, I sound so different in the podcast. I pronounce it literally. I sound like Lord of the Rings.
Hey there, Mafia. Is there anywhere you won't ambush someone?
Yeah, look at Mr. Big Shot. So fancy. I bet you come to the bathroom just to fart.
Solid burn, bro. So is there a point to this ambush, or do you all just live in here?
How do you... That was one time. 2 years? Of course we have a point.
Why? Are you in some sort of a rush?
Looking to make a exit like you make your Brexit?
Wait, what do you mean? What are you getting at?
Well, I bet Pete up there would love to hear the real story of why you leave London and grace us with your pompous presence here in Riversville.
I can just see the headline now.
No. I'm sure that's not necessary for the story, lads. Come on, I'm sure we can work this out. Fellow comics and all that.
We should go tell the reporter right now.
Wait. We should wait till the fundraise and tell everybody in town at the same time.
Ruin the big night.
And then they'll have no choice but to hire us to replace him.
And we will charge them a last-minute premium.
First paid gig. So smart. That'll be our first paid gig. That's genius. Just how the comedy industry works, I assume.
Enjoy the rest of your interviews, James.
What's left of them?
We are out of toilet paper. Thank you.
The door's stuck.
Oh, Marjorie. I am so sorry your husband was unfaithful. Oh. But those power tools will fetch top dollar in the silent auction. Ah, let's see this now. Oh, you're quite the little artist, aren't you? Oh, Bob, you shouldn't have. I mean, you really shouldn't have. But since you did, we're going to add this to the extra special pile because you are just so special. Hey, boys. What do we have here?
Dad's busy doing interviews, so he asked us to drop off his donations.
Aw, I can't believe he would donate all of this. Even a beautiful dresser.
He said anything for the sick children.
Aw, he is such a kind and selfless man. Oh, this is going to be a record year of fundraising. We are going to be able to afford that new equipment. And they might even name it after me, like the door scope.
Great job on those interviews, James. Way to stay on your key messages. This is gonna be your town in no time.
Thanks, mate.
Listen, is everything okay? You seem a little down ever since you got back from the washroom. Was it the broken lock? Look, I know it can really ruin your day. I once came face to face with my former high school principal at the worst possible moment.
Oh, no, it's not that. No, it's the bloody New Brunswick Comedy Mafia. They're just really getting in my head.
Those guys? Forget them. Nothing a few adoring fans can't fix. Something they wouldn't know anything about. Get in there, get in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Mullinger!
Is that you in the cutout?
It is! I just love those blowy things.
Imagine a real celebrity here in Riversville.
Thank you so much. Should we take some selfies?
Yeah, sure.
What's a selfie?
Let me show you. Come on, come on. Okay, now come on in. Come on in. You come in. Yes, you come in like that. That's it, lovely. Now, smile like you've heard of me. That's it. Smile like you've heard my name before. Uh-oh.
James? What's going on? It looks like you're promoting an upcoming show, but that can't be right because you quit comedy.
Yeah, no, I was just chatting with some fans. You know, they find me anywhere, even in Riversville.
Why is your picture on everything?
Oh, it's not on everything. It's not on that big blowy thing.
But it is on all of the posters. Are you performing at the Rotary fundraiser?
Yeah, I am. But it's not my fault. It's Danny and Doris. They forced me.
Of course you are. You promised me a fresh start, but somehow you've managed to turn my hometown into the James Mullinger show. Oh, and that is not a blowy thing. That is an inflatable tube man. Come on, let's go.
How could you, Dad? Mom trusted you.
But it was for bloody charity!